show is a result of a one-year postgraduate diploma program which I did at the Bhavdajlal Museum in the history of Indian art, modern and contemporary. Dr. Arshia Lokhandwala has worked for 6 months mentoring all the artists who are exhibiting here. We put out a call on social media and invited these millennials to participate with us. There was a selection process and Dr. Lokhandwala was responsible for doing the same. This show is meant to be thought-provoking, fun. It's very interactive and experiential.
The future is here, art and technology in a millennial age. So the show was the most challenging exhibition that I've done until now. This is the first generation that is raised on technology, Wi-Fi, internet, something that our generation did not have. And it's something that they're very comfortable and they take for granted. So the show actually explored different issues, different concerns that the artists had and the way they thought about the use and the abuse of technology. For example, the Blue Whale challenge, it talks about the selfie culture, it talks about the fact that what's the world that we're living in? Is it real? The perils of technology, things that we take for granted. For example, who's hearing our conversation, who's recording. Facebook, a good way to kind of communicate to friends. When I'm putting on my picture, who's actually seeing it? Who's consuming it?
Hi, my name is Azra Bhagat and this is my project. It is called Emote. What you're seeing right now is the first project. It's called Emote You, where you are converted into an emoticon depending on the body language. This is the second project. It's called Emote Mash. So if I take a smiley face and then it will give me a second screen. So in this case, say now I pick a ninja, I get a ninja smile. This is the third and final piece. It's called Emote Everything. This works with these 6 objects on the desk, turns the object into an emoticon. This is showing you the dark side of technology in kind of fun way.
My work is called DigiPlay Spa. DigiPlay Spa is basically a digital graphic novel that comprises of 2 stories. One is about a trapped human being and another is about the Blue Whale Challenge. It's basically a conversation that happens online between 2 individuals and how the human is transformed from within a concrete space to that of a puppet in the cyberspace.
Today, children at the age of 5, they know how to use a computer, they know how to use a laptop with great efficiency. Not only that, we've been told that a 1-year-old knows how to swipe an iPad. So they understand technologies and for them what it means to them is very, very different.
My work is called #WhoAreYou. It's an immersive installation which also features an Android app. These days, the selfie has become the primary tool of expression for a lot of people, to the extent that they're willing to risk their lives to get that perfect selfie shot. And then you also encounter a poster with a questionnaire that asks you to check whether you suffer from selfitis, which is the obsession of taking and posting too many selfies. Then you enter the second room, which I call the room of avatars. There you see the app with 10 avatars.
Basically smart eye exercise. People stand here and they hold the mobile here and they do the 3 different directions like left to right, then up and down. Inside there is a programized about body awareness. So I'm talking about the futuristic idea of how we can learn from a virtual platform. This work talks about the mindfulness and the modern communication. So there's a puzzle. You have to find out what are those auto suggestions which can help you to be mindful. And at the same time, it looks like a tree. It connects you with the modern communication. This is a mindful technology poems. In modern times, young millennials, they are more into social media, they are sitting long time on the desk, they are into games. Sometimes it happens, we lose ourselves, so we are so much into the technology. So basically these poems will bring you back.
This work is titled Invasive Apparatuses, and it is a virtual reality work that looks at personal devices like our phones, our laptops, smart TVs, home devices like Alexa, and it questions if they are indeed proving privacy and progress as paradoxes of one another.
Babbel is an interactive bot that has its own sentimental health. Babbel uses speech recognition technology and natural language processing capabilities to understand the audience and extract emotion and keywords from the spoken words to create a feedback expression.
TV wall, I love you!
Let me shower some love and happiness on you.
Negative utterances can piss it off and make it sad.
I hate you too!
Okay, bye.
Work is called Figments of Attention. In the 1950s, a psychologist named B.F. Skinner trained rats in a controlled environment. He created a box called Skinner's box in which there was a lever. Whenever a rat stepped on that lever, he dispensed a food item in the box. Slowly, the rat learned that when it was hungry, it could step on that lever and get food. However, Skinner modified this experiment by varying the delivery of food. So when a rat stepped on that lever, he would deliver the food, and sometimes he would not deliver the food. Through this experiment, Skinner trained the rat to be addicted to the lever to get its reward. This act of pressing the lever constantly is a modern-day metaphor for how we are unobjectively swiping our phones, constantly looking for rewards that satisfy our brains.
We documented our house and myself through technologies like 3D scanning and modeling to recreate reality in this moment of time.
But in trying to recreate reality, we discovered that we could break it, and so impossibilities from real life were suddenly possible through our mini games and animations.
In this game, we also give the user complete freedom to use the character as they want and move around and control it as they would like.
But at the same time, the character itself has no free will and is forever trapped in this closed system without anything to do unless the user tells them to.
My artwork is called the Interspace, and Interspace is this place which is in between two spaces. This is an AR portal. Enter into another space through it. So when you look down, it's like you're in another space. The next work is a 3-channel video installation which has a 160-year-old lift interspersed with text from Ghost in the Shell, where an AI talks about very human emotions. Then there is a passageway with the color changing like the color of the sky. So something as transient and ephemeral as the sky changing color, I have replicated it through technology. So this idea of simulation and the idea of holding on to things. The next work again is an portal work, and this is the 3rd space. The last one is this dark passage that you enter on, and it has a bit of an infinite space which you have to experience.
Heaven 2.0, which is my work. It is set in a fictional future where a soil expert travels from the present and tries to understand the world that she has arrived in. In this work, I wanted to bring out the nature of the relationship we have with the web and the nature of the relationship we have with our devices which connect us to the web. This experiential work is made using sound, video, hologram, dead phones, and a web address.
So the show is actually very meaningful. It kind of brings together 9 different projects, and the way that we've installed the show is also very fun. It's exciting to be one of the first exhibitions, possibly in the world and definitely in India, to do this.